Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of
Orange Peelers.
Bang Orange Peelers.
Episode.
Baby.
What episode is it of the year? You'd know more than I would.
You throw me on this. I can have a guess. I think
we've done Origin.
you guess
I reckon
first.
25.
I do our thumbnail, so I should know. I reckon it's 26.
26.
I
Pre-season ladder
can confirm
prediction.
that.
3 Origin games. And 24, 25.
I want to confirm that now because I change the little number on the thumbnails every week, and I still couldn't tell you. That's how much. I don't know. How good is that? You search Orange Peelers and it comes up with Hectic Fred. Shout out to Hectic Fred. Go listen to the League Lads. I was on their episode this week. 26. I was right.
Okay.
I've been paying attention.
And in total, that is from last year and
including
this year.
last year.
Yeah,
Let's have a look.
It would be like
'cause
40 something.
We'd be we would have crossed the 50 mark in the last couple of weeks. I think we cracked 30 last year.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you might be right. So, yeah,
Let me have a look. This is elite podcasting, but I honestly don't care. 34 last year. So this is episode 60.
Wow.
There you go. Hey, look at us.
We're still here.
Do we get a cake?
Yeah,
60th
we'll save
episode?
that for the 100th episode.
We've got 40 to go.
We get there.
Episode 60 all up, and yeah, season 2, episode 26. How good. Zane, I guess we'll get straight into the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s of the weekend. What was your favourite moment of the weekend? Obviously,
My favourite moment.
Not reviewing the footy, but
Oh, what could be, man? There was a lot of fun. I guess the Panthers come back.
yeah, that'd be mine as well.
Yeah.
I think.
It was an impossible win.
Well,
that they pulled off.
your favourite moment is the Panthers comeback. My favourite moment was the Eels choke.
Yeah,
It depends how you look at
there
it. The
you go.
Clint Gutherson missed goal. Who's the
saw
king
it,
now?
I saw it coming, but
Yeah. But yeah, give me your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s. I hope Clint Gutherson isn't in there.
So on one point, I got Jesse Ramian, who dominated against the Titans.
Yep.
2 points. Adam Reynolds got the Broncos back to winning ways.
Yep.
For now.
3
points. Brian Totler,
Yep.
as he was very influential in that last period for the Panthers. I got Fletcher Sharp on 4 points.
Yep.
Scoring a hat trick.
Scored 4.
4. Yeah, it's 4. That's right. Yes, he
Scored
did too.
4.
Then on 5 points, Kyle Flanagan. No, I'm kidding. It's the other one. Toby Sexton.
You going Sexton with 5?
Yeah, I am going Sexton with 5.
Wow.
And I wanted to give him a few points a few weeks ago, and I think this is repaying him for leaving him off my list
Yeah,
a couple of weeks ago.
that's fair
'Cause
enough.
I thought he had the best game of his career.
He did.
He's
was
proven
sensational.
himself in first grade, unlike last year when he played a reserve grade Rabbitohs side and he dominated.
Mate, you're just salty that we.
I am
I've said it once, I've
I am
said it again.
salty from
we
that game.
had more New South Wales Cup players in that game than you did.
Yeah, well, we had a lot.
You might have been an Origin affected South. We were the Bulldogs. We lost 66
regardless,
the week before.
it was a reserve grade game, so I didn't look much into it. But I was just very salty that we lost that
Toby
game.
Sexton owns South Sydney. That's Good Friday. He didn't play.
He didn't.
So I'm just saying, you got lucky. All right, you got let off the hook there. My players of the week, I've gone Tony Staggs with 1 point.
Oh, how did I not?
I thought he was quite good for the Broncos.
I should have had him over Reynolds.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking there. Huh? Can I
Too
try?
late. Nah, too late now.
Oh, all right.
Sorry. It just makes it more interesting.
What am I thinking there? Staggs was outstanding. He's
Yeah.
probably lucky not to get 5, honestly.
Yeah, I felt bad only giving him 1.
Well, you're lucky, Adam Reynolds. There you go.
I've gone Sean O'Sullivan for 2 points because he subbed on
He
for
was
20 seconds and kicked a
on my
2-point field
list
goal.
as a consideration.
Yeah, he played 20 seconds. Toby Sexton, I went with 3. I was worried I was giving him anything more than 3 was a bit biased from myself. I've gone Fletcher Sharp with 4 because he scored 4 tries. And I went Tom Trbojevic with
He was
5.
unlucky not to be on my list as well.
Which means Sharp and Sexton are tied.
Give it to Sexton.
I think Sexton deserves
Yeah.
it. I gave him 3 because I didn't want to be too biased.
Because I see Dogs as more of a threat than what.
And I only gave Sharp 4 because he scored 4 tries and it's 4. That same reason why Sean got 2.
Yeah.
There's like 2 points, 2
He played 20
points,
seconds.
4 tries, 4 points. 20 seconds and he's come away with 2 points. More than you gave Tony
Yeah,
Staggs.
I don't know what I'm thinking
But yeah,
there.
so Toby Sexton is our player of the week. Sex season. Use code SEX at checkout. Vintage Thread. Jump on. Use code SEX when you're buying the 2024 Premiers t-shirt, Zane. The original 2024 Premiers t-shirt, I might add. Let's go and we're talking about the 2024 Premiers. Let's get straight into the Dogs. As an outsider, what did you make of the game as a whole?
I think the Dogs.
We'll get into a certain incident
I think the
later.
Dogs are getting better as the weeks go on.
Well, a couple of weeks ago you said we'd peaked.
Well,
Do you take it back?
Have they peaked yet? I don't know.
Do you take it back? You said we
I
peaked a
keep
couple
saying it,
weeks
but
ago.
they keep getting better every week.
Yeah.
So they keep peaking every week.
Yeah.
So when's that peak gonna hit its
Stop.
top?
Yeah.
Was it this week? I don't know.
We're making a nice run into finals, aren't we?
They
If
are.
we can make the finals.
No, they're making finals.
They're not in there yet. They're not locked
They
in.
will.
They're not locked in. We're not jinxing anything.
I think
here.
this was just, I don't think this was game of the round, but I thought Dogs were dominant, especially in defence. Outstanding.
It was
in defence.
marketed as game of the round.
It was,
The
but
build-up.
I'd never thought it would be.
The
because-
Dragons weren't living up to that.
Yeah, but the
let's be
Dragons,
real.
they won last week, which means
so they lost this week.
And means they'll flog the Titans this week, which
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and see.
Yep.
But yeah, Dogs, they're a threat.
The Dogs are barking.
But the issue is they need to finish top 4.
No,
I
they
don't think they win the if they don't finish
You
top 4.
know, there's only ever been one team that has won from outside the top 4.
Who?
In not NRL era, just ever.
Yeah, who's that?
Bulldogs,
Ah.
1995.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago. NRL era, no one's ever done it.
It was
Tigers
pretty
finished
much
4th
NRL
when they
era.
won.
It was pretty much NRL era.
ARL.
Close enough. 3 years prior.
Yeah,
Close
well,
enough. Yeah, I like obviously every other year you've had to be top 4, but I don't know. The Dogs got a bit about them. I think them and Manly are the two teams for me
Manly
that
are
can shake it
my
up.
real smoky. I don't have Dogs as a smoky, really. I have them more as like an actual
A
threat.
threat.
But Manly I have as a smoky because I don't
Yeah.
see many people like talking about them. But gee, Manly can put on points.
If
when
as
they
long
want
as Turbo doesn't get injured again.
to. I don't wish that upon him.
Well, respectfully,
yeah.
Dogs are in finals. Might have to run into Manly, play him in a couple of weeks. He's in my Supercoach, so I hope he doesn't get hurt. But
Yeah,
for the
but-
sake of the Dogs,
Yeah, but we'll probably get to Manly in the previews a bit more. But
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the Dogs, that was just a domination defense. Dragons just couldn't get into their rhythm. Really.
yeah.
They
Well,
just-
look, like the game started and the Dragons were attacking for like 4 minutes, and then Burden takes
Yeah.
the intercept, and that just almost summed up the game. Where Dragons, anytime they built bits of pressure, the Bulldogs would just hold them out. It took 2 perfectly executed set plays for the Dragons to even find points. Like their 2 tries came from just almost undefendable
lucky
set
Sloan one.
plays. Yeah, well, not even just really good execution, but like Toby Sexton had a 5-minute period where he turned into Andrew Johns. He put the grubber kick in for Sherry, and then put Sherry through a huge, not even a huge hole, but put him through a hole with what I'm calling the ball of the year, Zane.
Bronson Sherry was unlucky not to be an L.
Yeah.
Ones as well.
How
I must say.
far has Bronson Sherry come this year? He gets
has.
better. You said Bulldogs get better week on week. Bronson Sherry is
And he didn't
improving
come
every
in
week.
until a few weeks into the season, did
Yeah,
he?
he debuted round 5.
Yeah.
And he dead set every week he gets better and better.
Well, round 5 is when the Bulldogs really started to get
Yeah.
going, wasn't it? Like they sort of had a slow start to the year. I think they were last at one point.
I don't really look at the first 4 weeks. It really did take them
I mean, they did have
until
that
round 5 to
big win
start
against
clicking
Gold
in.
Coast, but
Yeah,
then
but even that-
they were like 1-3, weren't
like
they?
because the big talking point with the Bulldogs this year is their defense, and I feel like the defense really started to click. Yeah, round 5, the second half, round 5.
Who'd you play? Oh
wasn't
yeah,
great,
no, you beat Roosters. Yeah,
Yeah.
then
and then after that went on a bit of a run. But yeah, it's just like we said every week, everyone says every week. It's just insane the turnaround of the Bulldogs. It is insane. You know what else is insane? Biting someone's nose. What did you make of Kyle Flanagan biting
Well,
Stephen
it's,
Crichton? Did he bite him?
pretty obvious he did.
Yeah.
I know Shane Flanagan's like, oh, he said he didn't do it. I'm like,
Well, he's pleaded not guilty.
See, during that press conference, they should have shown him the footage and said, do you still think he didn't bite?
Yeah.
Because
'Cause
you
the
can
video
see
shows it.
the mouth move.
Yeah.
And then you see Critter's nose swollen up.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty obvious that he bit him.
Like, and you can see the tooth mark on his nose.
Yeah,
You can
it's
literally
like-
see the tooth mark.
It's like the same with last year when Whiten bit Tyson Gamble. Like, the teeth mark was
Yeah.
there. Like, it was pretty obvious. And,
Yeah.
I mean, if it's happened, it's very serious.
and like referred straight to the judiciary
I
as
think
well.
it's season over for Flanagan, I must say.
Well, I will say they're watching this Wednesday at the earliest. The judiciary is tonight. We're recording on a Tuesday, so they'll know what happens. But yeah, what do you? How many? I assume we both think he's
I
getting
reckon like
suspended.
5 weeks.
5. Wyden got 3.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it'll be more than Wyden?
I reckon that one's worse than Wyden's though.
Yeah, I don't.
Because Wyden had the excuse of he was getting choked,
yeah,
whereas
that's a fair
Flanagan
point.
wasn't. Like, Chris' face was there, but it wasn't like, he wasn't losing his breath or anything. He was
Yeah.
just there just to be annoying, I think.
The
But
thing that in Kyle Flanagan's defense, and this is what I would have said if I was Kyle, is I feel like it was an accident. I feel like it was a reflex.
Yeah, well, that's
But that's
what
not an
Wyden
excuse,
used as well, though.
But like Wyden was more. It made more sense for Wyden to bite. Whoever
he
who's
was getting
gamble
choked, yeah.
because he was getting choked. But like it still could have been like a reflex. But I just don't understand why is he pleaded not guilty when it's so like obvious. Like you did bite him, own up to it, say that it was an accident, say that you're sorry, be remorseful, and you might get a less of a suspension. I think the fact he's pleading not guilty
No.
could make it worse for him.
I think it's more of
at
a
least
panic
3
issue
weeks.
as he wants, Dragons are in a do or die state at this
It
point.
hurts them big time because they're in ninth. They're playing for that top 8 spot, and they don't really have halves depth. Not like Jesse Marshke goes all right, but
Apart from that, he's not. Jesse
it
Marsh, he's
hurts
not like
him.
a
And
big
Kyle
name.
Flanagan's had a good year.
Yeah,
He's had a good year. So, yeah, I think he'll get a couple of weeks at least. We'll find out tonight. I assume that'll be like later tonight. If only it was, we get like a live reaction of the judiciary. We should do like a live stream watch along of it. What do you reckon?
That'll be entertaining, won't it?
We already talked about Toby Sexton. I could sit here and just talk about him all day. His short kicking game.
He's a lot better. Like, he had a lot of hype coming up.
Yeah.
Like, about his potential. And, he kind of, when he was at the Gold Coast, struggled a little bit. But, he was thrown into a tough situation where he was the leader of the team straight away. And he got moved on to the Dogs, and people were a bit like, I guess that's just okay. He'll be more of a depth signer, I think it was. But he's really come out of his shell this year. He's an outstanding player. And, Queensland's got a lot of halves in their depth now.
Yeah.
Sam Walker.
You're putting Toby Sexton into the Origin conversation.
Well, I mean, the way he's playing at the moment, you got Tom Dearden, you got Ezra Mam, you got Sam Walker, and you got Toby Sexton.
Yeah.
Like down under Munster and Cherry Evans, who don't have much longer left in him. But even Jamal Fogarty's there, but I think he's sort of at the back of that pack as well. But I mean, why not Toby Sexton? Like,
he's playing pretty damn good football the last month. And he's only 23. People seem to forget he's very young.
Yeah.
Like he's off contract. I hope we keep him, even just a 1 or 2 year extension.
You'd be stupid
and
not
then
to.
see where he's sitting with Mitch Woods coming up as well. They can battle it out because the way he's playing at the moment.
Why would you let him go?
Yeah, we're in.
That'd be worse than letting Adam Reynolds go.
We're very much in the finals hunt. I think there's people that think
You're not
we
even
could
in the
go.
hunt, you're there.
We're
I
in
know
the
you're
hunt.
not confident. They're playing finals.
I'm confident we're playing finals, but I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it.
Just imagine if they miss the 8 after all this.
That's why I don't want to jinx it. I'm not. One more win. But yeah, like there are people out there that have us genuinely, not just because of the theory, like, genuinely think we can make the grand final. Like there are people out there. And Toby Sexton's the 7. He's leading the pack. Everyone says that if he was in there earlier, we'd be a top 4 side. And
they still got the chance to play top 4.
Yeah, it's incredible what he's done, and behind, not really a forward pack.
I mean, the other week I was pretty confident Dogs could push top 4, but Sharks shut me up last week.
I don't think we can jump.
I'm not going to jump into the Sharks, but they were outstanding on Friday.
Yeah.
They were outstanding.
Yeah, I don't see them
They were almost
falling
my
out
team
of
the
4th,
round.
especially with their for and against now.
Sharks, theirs was a lot better than what I thought it was. Like, I thought Dogs nearly had a better one than they did, but Sharks had a big win as well.
Yeah.
So I mean that.
The other bit of Dogs news, I can't really think of much out of the game. I will say Connor Tracy broke his hand, or suspected
Reed
broken
Marnie
hand.
got
Reed
injured
Marnie
as
had
well.
his shoulder injury. Did terrible in Supercoach. Shout out to anyone that owns him in Supercoach. He did terrible. But they've both been named this week. So it was a bit of panic stations for the Dogs fans going, we're going to get
They're
Hayes
big
Perham at
losses as
fullback.
well. They're big losses.
Yeah.
Is Hayes Perham still at the club, is he?
He's in the reserves.
No, I didn't know that.
He was
thought-
18th man,
thought
I
he was
think.
moved on.
He was 18th man for the Broncos game. I know that.
Okay.
No, he's still he's actually doing really good in New South Wales Cup. So
Yeah, the
Imagine
big
that.
3 of 2023.
But nah, Connor-
Paul Alamotti, Hayes Perham and Jade Knockenball.
Jackson Torpene.
Yeah, Jackson Topiner, the big 4. That was your future, wasn't
Raymond Fatala Mariner,
Yeah, he was
Kyle
a-
Flanagan,
yeah, no, he
Full
was-
Manu Brown, Andrew Davey. Who else am I calling out?
it? Leo Thompson, Jack Everington.
No, I'm talking about Dogs players that left and now the culture's
Tavita
good now.
Pangai Jr..
Tavita Pangai Jr. I'll see you this weekend, buddy. I know he watches. The other bit of Dogs news, though, outside of the game, Corey Horsburgh was spotted at the Leagues
was?
Club.
That's it.
Well, first of all, was it Corey Horsburgh or was it somebody that looked like him?
Imagine after all that. Who put
Have
out,
you seen the photo?
Who put out the article? Like,
Did Lockie post it on Instagram?
you watch it be someone
Mix
like
would've.
Buzz put it out. And it's not
Who
even...
did put it out?
I don't know. You watch
Like,
it be Buzz, it's not
Bro,
even Corey
honestly,
Horsburgh.
Should we watch a Josh Adokar press conference? Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to pull up a picture because it. Oh, I know where. Oh,
If
surely
it is
Lockie,
Corey
yeah.
Horsburgh, I think that's a bit of it's not I guess he'll be fine for the Dogs. He's not like Regan Campbell-Gillard might be hitting the market.
Yeah,
That's someone
yeah.
the Dogs need, and it's someone I would like to see Souths.
Well, I think
hunt for.
I think the next big prop to hit the market either goes to Dogs or Souths.
Yeah.
Like because
Oh,
obviously
yeah, no, I
Stefano
agree.
went to Storm, so
And Sharks already got one because they were
Yeah.
in that conversation. But I think they did
Yeah.
as well.
And like, I think Paulo rumored. I think Dragons are after Corey Horsburgh as well, so maybe put them in the mix.
One of
to
the two,
land
Cameron
Gillard.
Gillard, Paulo, whatever. I don't care which one.
Are they both?
They're
I feel like they both. Oh, man, I'd love either of them. Like we're so desperate for forward. I think on Stefano, I would like. It depends how competitive other people's offers are. Here he is. Is that Corey or is it just a lookalike?
This is like Bo Nose on. No, not Bo's Nose. Lookalike on the footy show.
yeah.
It's like, is
I'll
this Corey
put the
Horsburgh
image
or
in.
not?
I'm not like it probably is, but like there's a
Imagine-
lot of people that look like that.
Imagine if it's not.
It's just some Bankstown battler at the
I want
league
to look
club.
at like an image of Corey Horsburgh on the weekend, like in reserve grade. Does he have that sort of beard at the moment?
Yeah.
Or something like you
Have
need
a
to-
search up on your phone. See if you can find go like the Raiders Instagram.
He didn't play first grade, did he?
Yeah, nah, he's not because him and Ricky Stewart are fighting. But I will say
Are they just?
it depends on other clubs' offers. But if we could get him on like a 1 year $500K deal, something like
I mean, he's
that,
played a few games. For
I'd
the Dogs,
love.
hasn't he?
He's played one or two,
Yeah, he came on
he's an
loan.
ex-Bulldogs legend.
2021, your
Yeah,
favourite
during
year.
COVID. But yeah, I think if we can get him on a 1 year deal, because with Corey, you don't know, are you getting New South Wales Cup Corey or are you getting Queensland Origin Corey? You don't know which one you're getting. I think if you give him a 1 year deal,
I'm just gonna try and see
then you
if
can
I
sort of work
find-
out which Corey you're getting, and then you can extend him or not extend him. That's what I'd be doing.
I just want to find the most recent image of.
It
Corey
also
Horsburgh,
doesn't
just-
look like he's eating Chinese there, so that's not promising. Go to
So
like his Instagram.
He did play on the weekend, but there's no footage of the game.
Yeah, because NRL, sort that out. Get us some New South Wales Cup footage, you dogs. Surely I follow him because he's an ex-Bulldogs legend. I don't follow him. Sorry, Corey.
Corey Horsburgh.
The most recent photo of him on his Instagram, he has that beard.
27th of June, yeah, he does have that beard. So, you'd think
must be.
It should be.
I'd take him. I was saying on League Lads last night, the Bulldogs are, everyone says we're a halfback or a prop away from a premiership. We're a giant, scary redhead away from a premiership. I think we've got a Corey Horsburgh
You
shaped
had
hole
James
in our
Graham.
team.
Had James Graham
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
exactly. We need that. He's not British, but he looks
I
British.
thought he was British for a long time.
I think everyone
just
thinks-
his name as well, like Horsburgh.
Well, just any Raiders forward, you just think they're
Yeah, I know.
British.
Same. But just the name as well, Horsburgh. Like
Yeah.
it's just such an English
Horsburgh.
name. Yeah.
Bruh.
But then I realised, he's a Queenslander. He's not even British. I'm like,
yeah.
but,
Nah,
yeah,
I wouldn't mind him. Let's talk about. We said South need some forwards. Let's talk about South. They won.
They won. No, they
I was,
didn't.
yeah, I was trying to get your reaction
But
there.
they-
Souths don't win games anymore, please.
They proved me wrong though, because I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be worse than what it ended up being. Like we kept the 1-12, so that's reasonable.
well, no, Souths did do pretty well to.
'Cause-
Or,
so,
I don't know if Storm did bad. or
First
Souths did
half
good,
was
but-
pretty dominant by the Storm. Early in the second half, like straight away, first set, Pappenhausen makes a break. Storm score. I'm like, this is going to be a nightmare. This game, like Storm are just going to roll.
Yeah.
But South hung in there. They hung in there and they played pretty good. I won't lie.
Storm or South.
South,
Yeah.
they were pretty good. Like especially playing the Storm, which I mean, at the same time, I don't think Storm were great in this game. I thought Storm were pretty mediocre. Even just watching them, like they just didn't look as energized as what.
Yeah.
You'd see 'em
And
touch
same
it.
with the Dragons game the week before.
As it's more like they're preparing for the game that's coming this weekend for them.
Yeah, true.
Well, I mean, it's not a win, but at this point, it's just, go there, support the boys.
You probably wouldn't call it disappointing, would you?
No, it wasn't disappointing. Like, I mean, I was expecting it to be worse.
Yeah, I think what you would call disappointing was the Burrow and the crowd
Not
at
ju-
the game.
It's not just the Burrow. It was the crowd.
The
in
Burrow
general.
was empty though.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you
Yeah.
play on a Thursday night at a call, a team from, Southeast Sydney.
Hainsey.
Yeah, Maroubra, Southeast Sydney.
Yeah,
That's where they're
yeah.
based, where most of the supporters live. They're not going to travel out to Olympic Park on a Thursday
Yeah.
night.
I mean, if they were loyal, they might.
Yeah, well, the lower ones did.
Yeah, then that is 100%. Yeah, 100. Shout out to anyone that did.
I
go
came
to the game.
up from Wollongong.
Yeah.
It's not fun going
I-
on a train on a Thursday night through the city.
And I
I'll
think
tell
that's
you
something that
much,
isn't
but-
acknowledged enough as like with the Souths on Thursday and also with the Dogs 66-0 game.
It was
last year.
basically an away game for both teams.
Well, everyone
And
always
that's what my issue
everyone
is.
always says, and this is me. I'm going to give some credit to the people in the borough. Everyone always is like, "Oh, look at all the Bulldog supporters. They all come out of the woodworks now. Where were all these guys last year?" How about we give some credit to the people that were there, and then same with South now. Let's give some credit to the people that are turning up for the team because that's tough. And you look at like what Eagles are going through with all their boycotts or their failed boycotts in the 47th minute. Like it is a credit to like, people like you that are rocking up. You go from Wollongong on a Thursday night to Accor Stadium. Like it is a credit to the people that were in the borough Maybe not the Dogs fans that were in the borough. Maybe they don't deserve credit.
Yeah, well,
But,
it wasn't just Dogs fans. There was Roosters fans. There were Penrith fans in there at the front.
Yeah.
I'm like, just why are they here for?
Tell
This
me,
is-
Zane, what is your solution to the Thursday night footy?
Well, you either, if you're keeping the Rabbitohs at a call, you don't play them Thursday night.
Yeah.
Especially against, like, Melbourne,
Yeah.
an interstate team. Like, maybe against Parramatta you might be able to. Maybe against
Bulldogs.
Penrith. Bulldogs. I don't see them playing Bulldogs on Thursday night. I mean, they could, but they got Good Friday as well, so I guess.
Didn't who? Oh, we played you Friday 6 p.m. No, 8 p.m. last year.
No, it was Saturday.
Was
It
that a Saturday?
It was Saturday night.
I thought it was a Friday.
Because I had a party the night before, but yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
unless they're playing like, the Dogs, the Tigers, or Para.
Like a Sydney team.
Sometime.
Roosters.
Yeah, Western Sydney team. We won't play Roosters on a Thursday
Why?
night because save that for Friday. But
fair
you know
enough.
what I mean. Like,
Well, you're just only picking and choosing, mate.
if not, you play them at a stadium right near where they're located. That the New South Wales government spent millions of dollars in building. That was left dormant all weekend.
Any
Had nothing
stadiums
on.
that come to mind?
Called Allianz Stadium, where nothing was there.
Home of the Roosters.
Nothing got done there this weekend except for the AFL next door.
Is that true? Not a game was played there. So yeah,
The government spent millions of dollars just for nothing, not for it to not be used.
it is the Roosters' home ground.
And well, Penrith and Parramatta are sharing a ground next year.
Nah, listen, hear
Both
me
the
out.
Milan teams in Italy share a ground. They're like bigger rivals than like the NRL and the AFL are. Like
Well, hear me out, Zane. This is my
it
solution.
would not be a drama.
And
if
I
South
feel
played
like
there.
you've said something similar to this. So just hear me out. You've definitely said parts of this. So my solution is, and it is complicated because I think Souths and Dogs are contracted to.
When do contracts mean anything anymore, though?
I think this is how I would do it. I'd move everyone out of Accor. I'd put Souths to Allianz, share it with the Roosters. I'm now out here spending the New South Wales government's money. I would build a new stadium in Liverpool and have the Dogs and the Tigers share that. Eels
Not a
keep
bad
Combank
idea.
for their own.
Then Penrith get theirs.
And then Penrith keep, because they've got the upgrades coming. And
Or
then
do you
Dogs
support
and-
the idea of South building a stadium in Redfern?
I think South and Dogs as well. I think we're big enough clubs. How don't we have our own stadiums?
Yeah, I know. That's my point.
It boggles me.
Yeah, they're two of the
I guess
biggest
like
clubs
you
in the
guys
city.
only came in.
You guys got
02.
Belmore. Like, you can't play every week at Belmore
'Cause
That's
it's not
just
NRL
Yeah, but it's
licensed.
not even like viable for the Bulldogs
Yeah.
to get money as well.
Well, because
Like,
it comes out of their own pocket because it's not NRL
like,
license.
I'm happy for South to do up Redfern,
Yeah.
but that will take a few years. So for those few years, need somewhere to play. That's
Yeah.
not a call. We got Allianz.
I just don't understand.
10-minute walk from Redfern Oval.
Even if you can like try and find somewhere for Dogs and South to share like a Combank style stadium. I don't know where you'd build it, but
No,
I
you
just
build it like I'd say.
like
Sort of,
Liverpool doesn't work for
yeah,
South.
I
but
guess like sort of Belmore area.
Yeah.
But even there, it's like not even
Yeah.
South area. South's are more like.
yeah.
I know they're called South Sydney,
if-
but people don't look at it correctly. South Sydney's more Cogra area.
Yeah.
South Sydney are more like Redfern, like Maroubra, like right in the city south.
Well, you could even have Dogs use Net Strata Jubilee.
Yeah, well, then with the Dragon, then just.
But like
Dragon,
they can share
got
it.
Wollongong,
Why can't they
so-
share it?
Yeah, well, I'm sure the Dragons would be
Like
happy.
when
but
Dragons are
the
playing in
Roosters are
Win-
very greedy about
Yeah, they are.
who plays
'cause,
at their ground,
like
aren't
teams do share stadiums. They said Panthers and Eels are going to share Combank. Dogs and Eels have shared Combank in the past. Dogs and Souths share ANZ.
Yes.
Dolphins and Broncos share
Share.
Suncorp. Like this, like it's a
So
Allianz
why
Stadium's
can't,
a
like,
big, nice stadium.
But the Roosters are just
And
so
it
greedy. They're
helps-
like, nah, our stadium,
it
go
helps
away.
build the
Go away.
rivalry.
It's our stadium. Yeah,
It builds the
I wanted to
rivalry.
say that. It would make the rivalry
Yeah.
even better
Yeah.
if we shared the stadiums. But Roosters are just not having any of it. They're like, nah, away. This is
and,
ours.
and
Get
you
out
reckon
of
if
here.
Souths were playing Melbourne at Allianz on Thursday night, it'd be a bigger crowd.
I reckon it would have been at least 16,000.
There you
Like,
go.
we got 9,000. Or it would have been bigger.
Yeah,
It
okay.
would have. I just, in general, more South supporters live in that area. Like, Melbourne supporters, I assume there's more in Bondi than there is in Homebush.
So you want to move your games to Bondi because that's Roosters territory.
Well, no, Bondi, but it's, it's a, Allianz Stadium's a 10-minute walk, and it's not 41 minutes like Hayes
Yeah.
claimed it was. It definitely is not that length, because I've walked from Central to Allianz in like 15 minutes. So
Yeah.
that's just a load of crap, but
It's right next to
South
Redfern as a
should be
suburb.
playing at Allianz for the time being at least.
And get them a stadium.
Get them a stadium, yes. I can support one being built at Redfern, and I'd prefer that.
Is there any, it just becomes a New South Wales government thing.
Look, I'd prefer to have our own stadium than have to share the Roosters, but I'd prefer to share the Roosters and play at a core.
Yeah.
If
there
you know
go.
what I mean.
Yeah. I agree. It's just like I don't mind a core, but it's
I
not the
don't.
there's better options. There really is.
It's not. I used to love it when I was younger, but
Yeah.
going there so often now, I'm just like, nah, this is this
Like, 'cause it's
shit,
just
this-
so big.
yeah, and it's just so empty most of the time as well.
And, like, it's
just
good
the
for...
whole layout.
It
of the
is
ground.
good if you get 40,000 or more in there, but otherwise it's just...
not even that. It's like getting food there. It's just like you
Yeah.
can't see the game. Whereas like
Yeah.
at Combank and Allianz, you can see the game when
I
you're
didn't
at the
even think
bars.
of that.
Like it's just there's so much more cons about
Yeah.
Accor than there is like that you might think of.
Yeah.
Even getting there, it's just so far
Actually,
out
it
of the way
wasn't
as
built
well.
for rugby league. It was built for the Olympics.
Yeah, but what are they going to do with it if
Yeah.
they?
Like, you can play grand finals there. I don't think anywhere else should host a grand final because, like, it holds so many, like, so many.
And the
seats
layout
and
of it's
people.
perfect for
Yeah.
that. Like I don't think the
For
layout
big
of
events and
Allianz
Origin
is
as well.
worth it for a
Yeah.
big event.
Yeah. Also, a little thing I saw related to Souths. I heard Michael Cheekham's been linked to Manly.
I've heard that as well.
How are you feeling about that? Because I know you like Michael Cheekham. Look
Okay,
at your
yeah,
smile.
nah, I guess. Good on him, I guess. He's got a contract somewhere.
You don't want to keep him?
I think there's better options. I think there's
Zane,
more people who would like to sign. And
is there anything else out of South Sydney you want to talk about? Or like,
well,
I feel like that's
there was a
pretty much it.
little incident.
Oh,
I say
how
little.
did I
There was a
forget
little
that? Goodness
incident that
me.
came out yesterday with Latrell and
Yeah.
just a photograph that came out, which I don't know anything about. But, and a lot of people don't. But I mean, it's just this happens to a player once every couple of months.
Yeah, literally.
So it's at the point now where it's just let the integrity unit deal with it.
But,
then
like,
see
it's
what
just
happens.
it's just dumb. It's
It is
honestly
dumb,
just
I
dumb.
know, and especially like someone like Latrell as
Yeah.
well, who's gonna cop a hiding.
Well,
for
like
it.
the media chase him if he goes to.
And if he
Thailand
has
for
done
2
that, I
days.
really hope he just comes out and admits it, and
Yeah.
instead of trying to blame someone else and have the club
Yeah.
come out and protect him and say, "Oh,
Yeah.
leave him alone." I just hope he comes out and just, just he's honest about it and just admits to it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to be worse for him if he just
Yeah.
tries to blame someone else or play a card.
Yeah,
or
like it's just like the media. Like it's Latrell Mitchell. We know that
You
the
see
media
today,
love to chase him.
today the news were out the front of his house.
Yeah, they got a
capturing him.
photo
Like,
of him.
why would you do that?
Well, that's what I mean. Like as I was just saying, the media love to chase after Latrell Mitchell.
Why are they set up out the front of his house?
If he goes to Tari for 2 days, it's in the paper for 2 weeks. Like they'll chase him for anything. So to do something like this is dumb.
And he was at the game on Thursday as well.
And like the fact he's out injured and then he's doing this, like it's just.
Well, it
it's
makes
just
you wonder,
dumb.
like, is he really out injured all these times, or is there more to it?
Yeah.
Just
It's just dumb, man. It honestly is. Like, it's dumb for any NRL player to do it, but somebody as high profile and as polarizing as Latrell Mitchell, it's nothing less
and
than
I can
dumb.
tell you, with all these players that are getting caught doing it, Latrell is not the only one.
Yeah,
I
100%,
know,
but
a lot of players probably do it.
I reckon it's 90%, and that doesn't make it okay. In fact, it's not okay. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. Don't be like Latrell Mitchell. Unless you want to be like really good at football sometimes every 4 weeks.
Yeah, well, that's Bronson Cherry then. And the
Bronson
Cronulla
Cherry.
Sharks in
Do
general.
Bronson Cherry drugs. That was performance enhancing. It's different.
It
Shout out
looks like he
Shane
doesn't
Flanagan.
need them.
Who,
Anyway,
Bronson?
Yeah.
He's killing it. Maybe all the dogs are on it. And that's why they're going so good. Has Toby Sexton been performance
Oh,
enhancing?
no, maybe Serrato stole Wayne Bennett's juice.
Yeah.
Well, no,
yeah.
he couldn't have. They haven't played each other yet.
Maybe
so.
this week we'll
Yeah.
get his hands on some.
Well, the dogs need them with the way they've been playing. Jeez,
I know we've just shifted straight back to the dogs. I do want to say, because I forgot to mention earlier, Toby Sexton's post-game interview.
I
Did you
saw
see
that. That was weird. Why was he walking around? Like, it's just.
I don't know.
Like,
Why was he?
Why was he just not standing there like a normal?
Yeah.
Like, he's just like
And
pacing
then he's
like
like
a
in the team
sideline
photo and
commentator.
everyone's like whacking him in the head.
Yeah.
Burden like whacked him
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
just
head.
like, why is he walking? It was just odd the way it.
He was
or-
giving Gus final word.
I know, I was
vibes,
just
or
like,
like
oh.
Scott Prince.
Like, oh, Nathan Heinbach.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen the Scott
yeah.
Prince one. That was,
That's probably my favorite pre-game speech. But yeah, Toby Sexton. And then obviously I assume you saw on Fletcher and Hindy when they interviewed the Bulldogs, and they talked a lot to Toby Sexton about his love life and stuff.
I haven't seen that.
Oh,
no.
it's so funny. You got to go.
Toby
watch it.
Sexton's actually a pretty like
I was
funny
about to
guy.
say,
I've
he
seen.
seems to have a lot of personality,
Yeah.
which might make up for a few other things, but he seems like a really good character, and yeah, he seems quite funny once you get to know him. Ladies, sounds like a pitch to the ladies. I do want to say before we move on to just some general news, the Kyle Flanagan court case is happening right now,
live as we speak.
As this episode goes on, I'll be bringing you updates.
Good luck,
This is
Flano.
the live viewing. Good luck, Flano. The latest is that they called Flanagan to give his evidence, and he just said how he's barely ever been charged. He's never bit anyone, and he's played a lot of games. Wait, hang on. So before that, the Bulldogs.
He's got 99 games. He's meant to play 100.
He's meant to play his 100th. Shout out Julian Ali, got the Flano 100th t-shirt.
Yeah, might have to
before
save
the-
it for next
yeah,
year.
Save it for next year. Put it in the back of your wardrobe, mate. So the Bulldogs presented evidence with videos and photos. There's a video of the tackle, and then the incident, whatever, and then there's photos of Crichton's nose, which obviously we've all seen on social
So
media.
Crichton
anyway.
was making a statement there as well, wasn't he?
No, he's not making a statement.
Okay.
Because the NRL sent him to the judiciary, Crichton doesn't have to make a statement, and then he didn't want to because it's not the Bulldogs or Crichton that charged him or press charges. It was the NRL.
Yeah.
So Crichton made a complaint, but he didn't press charges, so to speak. But yeah, we'll come back to that. This is what this episode is all about. It's now live viewing of Flanagan's judiciary hearing. But let's move to some other news while we wait to hear what happens there. Aitken to Souths.
That's a big signing. And I like it because
You like
he's
it?
a back rower. He's a lock. He could probably
Yeah.
play in the middle if he had to, and he can play the centre.
Yeah.
And probably just throw him on the wing as well. He's just versatile, can play everywhere.
And plays good under
I've
Bennett.
I've always rated him as well. Even when
Yeah,
he was at
okay.
the Dragons when he's killing
Yeah.
it there. And at the Warriors, he had
Yeah.
I mean, for NRL fantasy, he done wonders for me in 2022.
Yeah.
That's where my high
What happened in NRL
my opinion
fantasy?
of him about him comes because of just how well, but versatile sign.
Is that sarcasm or like legit?
No, it's legit.
Yeah,
He had
okay.
a great year one of those years.
Yeah.
I think he was like the prime back row to get, wasn't he?
Oh, probably. Yeah, probably.
Nah, big sign.
You like it?
I love it.
What do you make of the whole Tavita thing linked
Well,
to Souths?
apparently it's more the salary cap issues that they couldn't get him this
Yeah,
year.
okay.
That
Because
was
he's
it.
saying
I'm
like he might
is it
come
though?
the year after.
He
It's
did
like, what is he wanted there? That's what it's saying. That's
I think Bennett would be happy to have him. Like, Bennett brought him to the Dolphins after he's dissed out coaches and halfbacks and stuff. So Bennett obviously has a relationship with him.
yeah, it'll be
So,
interesting
yeah,
to see what
but
happens.
You and Aiken, though, I'm very excited for that. It's a signing I think we've really needed.
Yeah. So you like it?
Love it.
And then we had Blaze Talangi is confirmed to be going to Penrith. Obviously, we talked about it last week, but now that it's been confirmed, you got the same thoughts as last week? Just like good signing.
Yeah, good signing.
Why
Good
do you
on him, I
think?
guess.
Why do you think he left the Eagles?
I don't think he necessarily left. I think Parramatta sort of moved him on.
Really?
Well, that's sort of more how it is. Like, they're moving on Campbell Gillard and Paulo. Like, what are they doing there?
I don't think they moved on him. I mean, the others. Yeah,
I guess,
but
it's more he's come into Para when they've had a terrible year and he wants to go probably win a comp.
I sort of feel like he just wants to play 5'8".
That as well, but I feel like he wants to go to a more successful
Yeah,
team
maybe.
as well.
I mean, you can't blame him if he does, but yeah, I feel like he just wants to play 5'8". He's not playing 5'8" at Para. He's not playing fullback at Para.
He might at Penrith now.
He won't play fullback at Penrith, but 5'8".
Yeah.
Yeah, box seat. And him outside of Cleary, scary. Some other news. This is big news, and I don't know how this wasn't talked about more, which makes me think that it's not actually confirmed. But News Corp are saying it's confirmed that the Bears are back in 2027.
Well, it's not confirmed. That's why it's not being talked
Yeah,
about, I think.
but News Corp came out and said it is confirmed.
yeah,
it's happening.
The Western Bears, they're
The
calling
Western
them.
Bears, which
That's-
I like West Coast Bears.
I would have liked Perth Bears.
I prefer West Coast.
Because, Western's just a bit like...
West Tigers.
I prefer them just to name it after the town.
So I
just
feel like
the-
it makes sense to go the
And I
big
don't
area.
like
'cause
West
then you go-
Coast because the AFL have the West Coast
Yeah,
Eagles. I just,
that's fair.
Perth or Western, I
I
guess.
feel like
works.
Western very similar to West Tigers.
Yeah,
Bit
that's what I don't
confusing.
like about it. That's why I would have just liked Perth.
What if we just relocate the Tigers to West?
Well, I mean...
Why don't we go
I think
North Sydney
Tigers fans have
Bears?
suffered enough. They've had the merge. They've had the... They've been a mess of a club for years.
I think we
Don't
should
do
go.
that to
I
them.
think we should go North Sydney Bears and then go West Tigers, but they're actually out of Perth.
Oh, dear.
Just move them along, and then they can keep their
But
name.
is it true that they might be playing games in Sydney?
I heard one game
Yeah, well,
at
one.
either North Sydney Oval or Central Coast Stadium or Allianz against Manly because of the rivalry. Because obviously what happened
But,
between
their
the
colours
Bears
will
and
be
Manly.
the same, I'm assuming, black and...
Apparently black and red and white, and then a tinge of yellow potentially to reference the Perth
Yeah,
Reds.
okay.
That's what I read. Red as in far out.
I guess Perth. The thing is, Perth supporters need to show off every week.
Hmm.
Because they had a team and they never came.
I think it's different now. The
I think
rugby
it's
league's
different
been
now.
built up there.
Yeah, I
heaps
think
now.
it is, but it's more like they've been really wanting a team. They better not let
Well,
the
like
NRL
they
down.
sold out the game.
Yeah,
the
but they get
Dolphins
one
went
game
there.
a year. That's why.
But
they
like
sell
it
out.
was.
Like Darwin sells out. Adelaide
Yeah.
sells out. Like it's.
Oh no, I feel like it's different now. Like rugby league's been built up there a lot. Like I know Kennedy Charrington, she's from Perth and she does a lot over there to help build the game. Guru was over there for the Perth game and said like you can tell like they're itching for a footy team. I think especially when you get the Perth side of things that, this is my opinion. Perth on its own, I don't think is big enough to have an NRL team. The Bears on its own, I don't think is big enough to have an NRL team. But if you combine the two entities, I think they can be a big NRL team, not just an NRL
Perth,
team.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Like
one
if it's
team
Perth
town,
and Bears combined,
not
it's
even
two
one
entities.
team town. They got the whole
Yeah.
side of the country.
Plus all the Bears fans.
Yeah.
And the Bears' experience of being a successful.
They weren't very
yeah,
successful.
but yeah, you get what I mean.
They weren't even very successful when they were
Yeah.
in the comp. They
But,
won only
like,
six,
yeah.
didn't they?
Yeah.
And they're not going to
that'd be good.
include the Bears premierships as like Perth premierships, are they? Oh, they're just going to call them a whole different club. Like
It's
they
a new
did-
club.
Yeah, so
It's a new club. I hope they better not be claiming those. I mean,
Yeah.
Dragons claim them.
Dragon. No, they're not official. Dragons claim them, but they're not.
Yeah,
official.
but that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
It's the
They
same with the
claim
Tigers. They're not. Dragons have won one premiership.
Yeah.
They have not won the whatever
Yeah.
it's 20.
them. Yeah,
Like,
not
they
20,
haven't-
like 13 or something. But
Is it? I thought
it's
it
not
was like
20.
wasn't
Surely
it?
not. They won 11 in a row.
I thought
but
they were behind the Rapids.
I don't know. But yeah, that's what I mean. I think they'll claim them, but I don't think it'll be official.
Yeah.
No, surely, bro. If
They
No,
will. There will be
you can't
Bears
be
fans
doing
that
that.
try and claim it.
No, you can't be doing that. They bet if they do that, I'll be up in arms. There's out in Melbourne, they reckon Ryan Papenhuyzen is close to extending. What do you make of that?
I mean, is it a real surprise? I think it was always going to happen.
My question is, Farlunga is still he extended last year. What happens there?
Yes, he waits around in reserve grade until his contract expires and someone else picks him up.
Yeah, I guess.
Storm would never let him go with Pappenhausen, despite what people were thinking. Oh, maybe another club. Nah, they'll always get to re-sign him.
And I feel like Pappenhausen's probably going to take a pay cut to stay there, because they've given him a lot of faith and stuff through his injuries, and he's probably earned more than he deserves. Respectfully to him, he's a great player, but he has been out injured, so I feel like he'll want to pay that back, and he might take a pay cut to do so.
And he's been, I wouldn't say he's been in good form. I thought he had a very quiet game on Thursday, but
He was pretty good on Thursday. The week
he was
before, he
good.
was
but
quiet.
I thought expecting him to light it up a bit more than what he did, especially in the second half. I forgot he was even there.
Whew, that's a bit. Ooh.
He was right in front of
Yeah.
me. No, he was just. I think South just did a good job in the second half of just not giving him space.
No,
but-
he isn't the same as he used to be.
Oh yeah, but I
nobody
think
would
teams
be.
more understand how to try and shut him down now as well.
Yeah, 100%.
They mark him a lot better.
Yeah.
That Storm were always going to keep him. I could not see a scenario where he goes to another club. At least now, now as we speak. I don't know how long they're signing for.
Yeah, I don't know.
How long do you think?
Maybe 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, because you and Aiken
Probably
will be in
3
touch
years.
with is 3 years.
Yeah.
So the time that Bennett's there, Aiken will be there.
He's been there for 3 years.
Yeah.
How old is he?
Well, how long did you think Bennett was
He's
there?
healthy. He's healthy. I don't know, like a year. Surely
A year?
somebody of you go a year, but you just keep extending him
Yeah,
for
no,
a year.
it's 3 years. They gave Bennett.
It's risky. He's healthy.
No, he's a very healthy man, I think. Very fit man for
We
his
went
age.
over this last week. We don't need to fall down that
we
rabbit hole
did
again.
last week in our Titans exclusive podcast.
Yeah, last week was Titans exclusive. This weekend is
They
Kyle
really
Flanagan
disappointed
exclusive.
us, didn't they? In both competitions, actually.
In the women's as well. All right, hang on. Let's get back to this. This is a Kyle Flanagan podcast. We do have an update. I want to be on top of this because I don't want to release this episode and we're like, oh, I think we'll get 3 weeks, and then we find out. Do you know what? Right as we finish. So Kyle Flanagan has been. What are you laughing
Oh,
about?
nothing.
What are we laughing
Just
about?
read it. We don't need to mention this, though.
The boycott continues.
No, it's not the boycott. Just
Oh, fair enough. That's all right. Yeah, so there's Kyle Flanagan. Obviously, this is just like the dumbest podcast ever. You guys probably don't even care because you'll know if this has happened, but I'm interested. Kyle Flanagan's currently being questioned about the biting and stuff, and he's acknowledged that there was a nose in his mouth and stuff. Yeah, okay. And he's still denying that he bit him. So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. I'm keen to go and read through this properly. They've got transcripts and stuff. It's very interesting. But Zane, I guess we'll preview the round. I feel like finally, when we started this new format, my goal was to have the podcast under an hour, and the last two have been well over an hour.
So we'll see how this one
Based
goes.
off vibe, I feel like we're going to be under an hour.
I feel like this has been half an hour so far.
Yeah,
And
so
I don't
looking
think this
alright.
will go for half an hour, will it?
Never say never.
So,
All right.
First game
Yes.
is the Panthers taking on the Storm, top of the table.
You
clash,
know,
game of the
everybody
round.
stop. Everybody stop. Zane, try of the week.
Oh, yeah.
We completely missed.
In the wet, try of the week.
Brought to you by the Vintage Thread. Use code HOTDOG. Go and buy the 2024 Premiers t-shirt. What is our try of the week?
It is Fletcher Sharp.
Yeah, which one?
Of his try, the one with the, just all the passes. I'm trying to remember which one. The kicks, yes.
Ponga catches the ball.
Yes, it was like the impossible try.
Kicks the ball because he dropped it. As it bounces out, it was like David Mead. Fletcher Sharp, the flying mullet down the sideline, kicks the ball back in like soccer. Chase it after it and scores.
I was watching
incredible.
it live, and as soon as it happened, I'm like, that's the try of the week.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I forgot about it, and I don't know how we forgot the iconic segment.
I know.
With its own T-shirt
Yeah.
as well.
That is eventually it's going to be made, and Zane's got it on right now. He's not going to unzip his jacket and show you, but I promise you that shirt's on, isn't it?
Yeah. The homemade version of it.
Yeah, with the tape and the paper, 100%.
And the bad ink.
And the bad ink because the printer wasn't working. Panthers Storm, Thursday, 8 p.m.
Game of the round?
Game of the round.
And I think the grand final preview.
No, because the Bulldogs aren't playing in this game.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think this will be the grand final.
Personally, I think you're wrong.
I've been wrong once in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
When I had Sharks.
All right, before we get into the game, let's look at the ins and outs. Who's excited, who's not? Dylan Edwards is on the extended bench.
Liam Martin is
James
out.
Fisher-Harris.
Ooh.
James Fisher-Harris is also on the extended bench.
And Liam Martin is out.
Liam Martin is out.
I reckon Edwards will play.
There was rumours that Capel was going to come in. He's not. And, yeah, I think Edwards will play.
I think Fisher-Harris will as well.
Yeah, I agree. For Storm, Katoa's back. And
Tepai Moeroa,
that's pretty much it, really. Tepai Moeroa?
I think he's in the starting side, though.
No, he's just in the reserves, which is, yeah. So, yeah. I haven't heard of him. Where are we going? Who do you think?
In my opinion, I don't think Penrith will have a game like they did last week. I don't think they'll
Yeah.
have another game like that for the rest of the year. That was their bad performance that they still won in the end.
Yeah.
I think Penrith win at home.
Yep. And why?
I just think that they didn't lose last week. I know Storm were pretty mediocre to their standards, but I think this will be a tight game. But I just think Penrith, they got lucky last week. I don't think they're going to have a game like that for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And I think they will win this one.
So you're saying like they were bad last week?
Penrith.
Yeah.
I thought they were terrible.
Yeah.
For the first 60 minutes. I thought they were...
Bro, for the first 75
not
minutes.
just bad. I thought they were terrible. They were just knocking on. They were just not getting... I literally went out and said I think that this is the worst game Penrith have played in years.
It was very un-Penrith-like is how I described it.
I think I did say it was the worst game they've played in years, and they still won.
Yeah.
They still won it. That's
Bro,
why I
insane.
think they win. And my bold prediction is Nathan Cleary to kick a 40-20
wow.
at some point during the game. Probably in the last 5 minutes, just because that's just a Cleary thing to do when the game's tight.
And then just, roll one in.
Yeah.
That 40-20 in the grand final doesn't get spoken about enough.
Oh, yeah, that was a turning
point. That was the turning point. Everyone talks about just different things. That was the turning point. I think our Panthers will win as well. I feel like Storm, they've been off in the past couple of weeks. And I think
they're more getting ready for this game.
Yeah, but I just feel like at Penrith, I just think Penrith will be up for it, especially off the back of last week. And yeah, Storm have been a little bit sloppy. I think Edwards back, Fisher-Harris back, if they are back, will boost Panthers as well. And they're about to make a run for the minor premiership as well. The winner of this probably gets it. So, yeah, I think Panthers will win this one.
And the loser of this will probably be playing the Roosters in the first week of finals.
Yeah.
So, Ainsley will be watching very closely this game.
Yeah, he'll find out where he's going.
Yeah, I think he wants to go to Melbourne the first week.
Oh, I think
that's his preference. I
would assume that he'd
stay in Sydney for a prelim.
Yeah.
If the Roosters make the prelim, they can't go out straight sets. Which I'd love if it did happen. But...
My bold prediction is for the Panther noise to be heard on TV. Yeah.
Well, what if it's like a 2-0 to the Storm game?
Well, then my bold prediction doesn't happen. That's why it's a bold prediction. Even though they're not meant to be bold.
Prediction last week for Penrith? Parramatta. Do you still have it written down there?
I don't. No, I don't.
You don't.
Okay. I raise them when I rewrite the run sheet. I apologise, mate. If you go back and watch it,
yeah,
you can do that. I will say as well, I didn't do this. I don't even think I did this last week. Our predictions are brought to you, and our previews brought to you by TBC Live. Make sure you jump on.
I think
the link is below, above the comments, but below the video if you're on YouTube. That doesn't work for Spotify. Go and hit that link and jump on TBC Live. They've got like $1,000 prize pool now, giving out grand final tickets. There's weekly prizes, cash prizes, Easiest way to make money. You jump on, you just play the game, predict what you think's going to happen, as me and Zane do every week. But you do it in the game, predict moments. It's pretty simple stuff. So jump on and play that. And then we have Manly New Zealand to kill off Friday night footy.
Manly, they're real dark horse at the moment because they can put on points when they really want to. And I think at Brookie, they look very good this year.
Yeah.
And I think they win this game and win well.
Yep. That's fair enough.
Sean Johnson is back, which means the Warriors probably lose.
And Tiara Mara might have got dropped, which is just so strange. Oh, because Johnson didn't play last week.
No, he didn't. And I guess, Warriors, they might have a bit to play for. Like, season's over for him, but, Johnson's last year, so I guess they might, but I don't think they win this game. I think Manly are really going to try and gain some momentum heading into the finals. What do you mean?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Kyle Flanagan. Can I read you a passage?
I was going to say you're laughing at my take there.
I'm sorry. Can I read you this passage? So they're cross-examining Flanagan. You say you did not clamp down and you did not bite Stephen Crichton. I partially closed my jaw. I did not bite him. Do you accept you were responsible for the injuries to Crichton that we have seen in the photos? I did not cause those injuries.
He's denying. He's not going to admit
Deny.
Oh, dear, Kyle.
Sorry. Back to
I thought you were laughing at my Manly take there. I was what's wrong with it?
I'm sorry.
I think Manly will win and win well.
No.
Is that laughable, is it? Do you think the Warriors will win and win well?
Well, my prediction is Manly to win and win well.
And my bold prediction will be every player in the Manly backline to score a try. All 5.
Far out.
Not the halves, just the 5
You
backs.
think they are going to win well?
Yeah. I think 38-12 will be my score.
Are these 5 different try scorers?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
30. They'll score 30 plus. I
think Manly's going to win. My prediction brought to you by TBC Live is going to be Tommy Turbo hat-trick.
Yeah, I nearly said that, but I'm like, I'll go even
He's my
bolder.
Supercoach captain. I'm manifesting it.
5 Manly try scorers.
Roosters, Eels, game of the round.
Eels, they gave it a go against Penrith last week, who I think are a better side than the Roosters.
They gave it a red hot go.
They blew it. Like, they should have won.
They came pretty close.
They should have won the game.
Yeah.
So that game is either going to just bring them down, they're just giving up, or could drive them, give them some belief saying we can beat these sides. But regardless, I think Roosters will win. I don't know if you are any different about that. But
I wrote down. I thought you were going to be tipping the Eels.
No, what I said off record, and I feel like the Eels could put up a fight, but I don't think they'll win.
Well, as we know,
I still think Roosters win 13-5.
If there was ever proof that Trent Barrett can't coach, and I'll tell you
he was very excited at coach's box. You seen with his arms up, like, yes, we've done it, we've done it. And then,
if there was ever proof that he couldn't coach, and I'll give you the hint, there's plenty of proof that he can't coach. But that game on Thursday really proved
a final
it.
series, I guess.
No, he didn't. That wasn't him.
Then he had a tantrum in the press conference, remember?
Yeah.
And Shane Flanagan the next day.
Yeah.
Same ground with the piece of paper.
Yeah, but I did like the lesson is just don't tip the Eagles. Trent Barrett can't coach. Roosters win this one. What was your prediction? Did you give a prediction? Brought to you by TBC Live.
Oh, I don't want to say another Hainsey one. It's too easy. I guess
it's too easy.
I guess the Roosters drum to be heard.
The Roosters drum. That's even easier. But like you're gonna hear the drum. I was on the drum for the Bulldogs on the week. Oh, I was not during the game, but at the end.
One? The Bulldogs tend to have a lot of drums at games.
I was playing one of the
Lebanese
drums on the hill. Yeah, I was on
the Lebanese drums.
I am Lebanese now. Yeah.
Okay, you've been inducted.
I've been inducted. Ask the Lebanese Bulldog fans. My prediction for this game, I said I think Roosters will win. My prediction, brought to you by TBC Live, is going to be a parachant to never be heard. No parachants to be heard on TV.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
That's just normal anyway.
Exactly.
They don't have their PA one.
Yeah.
Unlike the Cowboys.
Not at Allianz.
Cowboys have a worse one
than the Sharks.
Cowboys. Oh, that's the worst one. That is the worst PA chant there is, the Cowboys one. And I want to witness it live one day. Because you can hear it so clearly on the TV.
Zane.
And it's not like a Cowboys.
Yeah,
Cowboys. The Cowboys. Like, what the hell?
Bulldogs, Dolphins, the Tavita Pangai Junior Cup in Bundaberg. What's going to happen in this game? Who's going to win? Bulldogs undefeated at home this year. It's technically a home game.
They have to lose. They have to lose at home at some point.
No,
I'm hoping this one's the one that they do. So I'm going Dolphins.
Wow, unlucky. That's a tip wrong. I'm going Dogs comfortably.
Comfortably.
I'm every
Dolphins
week.
don't get flogged.
I'm becoming a confident Doggies fan.
Let me just say, Dolphins don't get flogged though. They either lose
they
1 to
weren't
12
very
or they
good
win
last
1 to
week.
12. Hey,
They weren't very good.
they weren't
last
very
week.
good. No,
Yeah.
but I think they'll just.
I think Dogs keep sleeping on the Dogs, baby. You
My-
said a month ago. You said we'd peaked.
Well,
we haven't lost.
they
since
haven't
then.
peaked yet. But when are they
We
going to
lost
hit
to the
their-
Cowboys. You're like the Bulldogs have peaked.
When are they
no,
going
we haven't peaked.
When do you think they're going to peak?
Grand final day, baby.
Oh, gee.
When we lift that shield.
So you'll peak
When
at
we
the
lift that
prelim
trophy.
then.
When we lift that trophy, that's our peak.
My bold
That's
prediction
our
for the
peak.
game is
The World Club Challenge. That's
my
our
bold
peak.
prediction for the game is for Wayne Bennett to look like this in the coach's box.
Oh,
Or what about actually? I'll go a step further. He does a break dance in the press conference.
like Ray Gunn.
Yeah, show Ray Gunn how it's done. Oh jeez, that poor girl.
Dead set. Wayne Bennett could probably dance better than her. He'd have to be able to.
I think so. Have you seen him dance with the Rabbitohs change rooms that time?
Yeah, well, exactly. Like you can't.
we
but you
didn't,
also just
we
can't.
didn't touch on Ray Gunn today.
Well,
But
it's not an NRL
I
topic.
know.
Let's talk about Ray Gunn. Why not? What was doing there? You embarrassed our nation.
She did, and
How
then
dare
for
you
people
embarrass
to
our
come
nation?
out and try and defend her, like she gave it her best. This isn't the school athletics carnival. It's not the school athletics carnival. These are the best athletes in the world. It's not gave it your best. She got 0.
She didn't get a point. How
Like-
don't you get a point?
Like, what's the name? Tanya Plibersek from the Parliament trying to say she gave it her best. It doesn't matter. How did she qualify?
Mate, there's a difference between you've nailed it. You have absolutely nailed
I
it.
just watched
Like-
it. I'm like, she's not breakdancing. Like,
First
I
of
want
all-
me to get up now and do a break reenact it.
go on,
No, I prefer not
go
to.
on, surely.
Prefer not
surely.
to. Nah, I'll just
If
tune in.
Bulldogs win, you got to do a Ray Gunn impersonation next week. If we
me,
lose, I'll do the impersonation.
you will.
Yeah.
What, you'll actually do the dance and stuff?
Yeah, you've tipped Dolphins. If Dolphins win, I'll do the dance.
I
If
don't want to
Bulldogs
shake
wins,
on that.
you do the
I don't want to
dance.
shake. I would actually, if Bulldogs win the comp, I'll do it.
Bet. I'll
Okay.
take that. I'll take that.
I'll do it then. I'll do that.
But yeah, like you have nailed it.
I've
Like
got to practice in the
first of all,
kangaroo.
they said she gave her best effort. If that is her best effort, what are you doing with your life? Please do better. Secondly, it's not a school athletics center. This is the Olympics, the world's biggest stage, and that's what you toss up. You embarrassed our country, whether that was your best
It's just
effort
an
or not.
arrogant
That was
attitude about it as
embarrassing.
well. I'm like,
and like,
what?
you're not just a meme in Australia. You are a global meme. You've got every other countries we haven't even heard of, making fun of us now. You got
Well, no, the guy came out. You see the male performance,
Hmm.
the Australian, he killed it.
yeah.
Yeah, he redeemed ourselves.
But like you look at Jamaica, they're known for bobsledding. We're going to be known as a country that can't dance. That's what we're going to be
well,
known
breakdancing
as.
will not be featuring in the Olympics again. So.
No, especially when we hosted in 8
And I
years.
don't
It's
think
like,
Ray Gunn will qualify anyway.
yeah, no, that was embarrassing. Like that was dead set. Like you see some poor attempts in Try July dancing. Even they were better than Ray Gunn's. Like that was just like, what was she doing? It was like Jonah from Tonga. It was worse than
Jonah's
Jonah from
better
Tonga.
than
Like,
that.
yeah.
What was she doing? Like,
People comparing it to Jonah is
I
disrespectful
just want
to
to see
Jonah.
her get interviewed, or someone like involved in her getting selected get interviewed and say like, did she like have a good performance during the tryouts or?
Well, apparently it was all like rigged for her to like get there, and she like just manipulated people and like somehow snuck in. Like the government paid for her to go to Paris. Where's my trip to Paris? I could do that good. I can score as many points as she did. She didn't get a point.
I know.
It's the Olympics.
Zero.
Surely they give out a point for participation.
No,
Surely.
she was that bad. She wasn't breakdancing. She was rolling on the floor like an idiot.
Like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. No.
Wait, that's not Homer, is it, doing that?
No, but that's
Grandpa.
what she was
It's
doing,
Grandpa
but-
in the church.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
But
figured.
she was out here doing the kangaroo. Just, it
I
was...
forgot about that scene, Grandpa in the church. where he's
Yeah.
like,
Nah, it was embarrassing.
who wants waffles? I do. Hey, you've left me in the car. Oh, sorry.
But yeah, Bulldogs, Dolphins, my prediction, Zane,
Yeah,
is
Wayne Bennett did all breakdance at the Dolphins.
Tavita Bangai Jr. to be sin binned.
Yeah, that's almost as risky as Latrell doing the backflip. that
Yeah.
one.
Well, Tavita to be sin binned.
No,
that's paying-
Wayne Bennett did
yeah.
the breakdance.
Yeah.
Next up, we got next game.
Yes.
is, I believe it's Saturday No, yes, it's Saturday evening.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Cowboys Raiders Saturday
Oh,
afternoon.
man, Cowboys appalling second half last week, but the
Yeah.
Raiders, they're in a do or die state here. They need to win this game, but I think up there Cowboys bounce back.
Yeah. You think Cowboys win?
Yeah.
It is in North Queensland. I think Cowboys will win as well, just because it's in North Queensland. Like, Cowboys are playing for a final spot too.
And they're still top 4
They're a win
smoky
away.
as well.
Yeah,
really.
that as
So
well.
I'm just...
Chad Townsend got dropped.
Yeah. Well, he was terrible that second half. Did you
Yeah.
watch that game? He
Nah,
was
but
awful. He was
I saw
awful in
bits
that
and
second
pieces,
half.
yeah.
Just defensively, just shocking. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think Cowboys... And my bold prediction is overs. I'm going 40 plus. Both teams to score over 20.
Yeah, okay.
Like, Cowboys just leak a lot of points.
Yeah.
They can score a lot, but they leak a lot.
You reckon Raiders will... Oh, yeah, because Cowboys can score a lot, to be fair. I think Cowboys
Raiders
will win
leak
as
a
well.
lot as well.
Yeah.
Like, they either win in a tight
I think
one.
Raiders' defense is all right.
Oh, they either win in a tight one or they lose to a big
Yeah.
margin. That's how the Raiders go.
Yeah, I'm going Cowboys. My bold prediction will be... My bold prediction brought to you by TBC Live will be... I don't know. Let's just go... I don't know.
Cowboys chant to be heard.
The Cowboys PA chant to be
Yeah.
heard.
And they always save the best games for the prime time on Channel 9. Channel 9 now.
We don't
Saturday
even
nights.
bother watching footy on
Yeah, it's
Saturday.
the mighty Tigers taking on the mighty Rabbitohs at Campbelltown. How will this game go?
Tigers win.
You reckon?
Yeah. I tip Tigers every week, and because every week I'm
They're
like,
getting
this is the
they're
week,
getting
this is the week.
closer, but nah, they won't win.
Eventually they've got to win again.
South are due for a win.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and you're also like a South fan, so you're
Yeah,
probably
no,
gonna
it's
tip
not
them.
biased. I'm hoping. I don't.
Are
Want
you confident
No, I'm not. But I mean, I'm just.
against the Tigers?
It's all hope. I should be confident against the Tigers, but I'm not because they nearly beat us last time, which was only like a couple of weeks ago. Now thinking about it, really wasn't that long ago. But like, I think South should win, and I don't know what my bold prediction should be. What should it be? Someone in the crowd to catch a penalty kick to the sideline on the full.
From Campbelltown.
Yeah,
I rate that. My bold prediction. I think Tigers winning is bold enough. I think Tigers winning
I
is
think
my
Tigers
prediction.
are due for a win. That's why I was hoping they'd win.
Tigers
last
to
week,
win
'cause-
is my prediction.
Okay.
I feel that's pretty bold. It's not even meant to be bold, and it's bold. Dragons, Titans at Win Stadium. So are you going to go to this one?
Oh, I might, but
I think Big Hal will be here.
Yeah, he
You go
will.
see
But
our
let me
good friend
just
Big Hal.
say, the two letdown sides who got such hype the weekend before, who were just like the Titans. Like, this is what they do. They'll have a good win, and then they come out after all the hype was on them and play awful.
Yeah.
They were terrible on
Yeah.
Friday. Like,
44-0.
and we was like, oh, they're smoking for finals. That was, I was like, that was shit. They offered nothing.
And there goes our monetization. Nah, jokes.
No, I'll say they were like, I don't know if you watched. They were awful.
Yeah, no, I did watch. They were
The shots are
bad.
outstanding, but the Titans just they do this. They've done this for years. They'll have a good game, and then they're terrible the next week. Yeah, and I mean Dragons lost last week, and I think they'll win in Wollongong. I think
yeah.
Titans will put up a fight. I think they will bounce back, but I think Dragons will be too strong for them in Wollongong.
It's as simple as this for me, Zane. The Dragons, they win one week, they lose the next. They win one week,
I mean,
they lose
you were
the
at
next.
the
They
game
win one
on
week, they lose
Saturday,
the
so you wouldn't know this, but I was watching on Channel 9 coverage on this television right behind us, and there was this one Dragon supporter, like, in the crowd. It was obviously near the commentary box. You could hear every word he was saying. Yeah, it was
What
like
was he
so.
saying?
He's like, come on, boys. He's like, bounce back, boy. Like, it was just like so aggressive, and you could hear every word he was saying. Like, and it was just so funny.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, great kick, Lomax. Like, it was so. Imagine if you can. I think you can at Wollongong sometimes as well.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
Those
you can
suburban
but this
grounds.
one guy, you could just hear him so clearly in the commentary.
Yeah.
Like, I'm get ready for him, like, swear or something. Like, it's so funny, but yeah, Dragons should win. Don't you
Yeah.
think?
Well, as I was saying, like they've got a win-loss. They lost last
But,
week.
I mean, this
Based off that, they win this
the
week.
two most inconsistent sides in the competition. Like, Titans could flog
Well,
them
I
with that.
disagree. I think Dragons are consistent because they're consistently loss-win,
Yes,
loss-win.
Titans are like that as well. Like, Titans are good one week, crap the next.
But
Like,
Dragons are like, genuinely, you look at the draw, it's loss-win. And if you know me, you know I'm a big fan of loss-win patterns. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah,
I don't mind them.
No, two most
think
inconsistent
Dragons win.
sides, in my opinion. So, I think Dragons win at home.
If Flanagan's out, like that, and like Kasuli's out as well, they're both the same edge.
No, Dragons are missing a bit.
But yeah, maybe we just
I mean,
wait for
did you
this
see
thing.
on Friday AJ Brimson now copying Kieran Foran's haircut?
no,
Did not see that.
no.
He held up someone in goal, and I thought it was Kieran Foran, but it stands up. It was actually AJ Brimson.
Yeah,
He's
right.
got
What
the exact
position
same
did he
shape.
play?
He played
Was
centre.
he?
He was a late
Yeah.
inclusion for
I
Ryan
thought he
Kelly.
Yeah, okay. that
But
makes
he
sense.
looks like Kieran Foran now with his shaved haircut.
Where's he named this week? Because like you got.
Yeah, actually, can you look at the Titans side? 'Cause
Yeah.
I could try and.
Like
Dragons are missing a few here, but
Keeney fullback.
no, they've named Flanagan.
Brimson's on the bench. Brimson's on the bench.
They just don't have a spot for him now, do they?
But he's the best out of the three.
I know.
He's a Queensland player.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
They got to let one of them go.
But which one though? Like, they've
Brimson,
all-
I guess, if they're going to
Well, they've
bench
just
him.
extended him for like a long time.
Why did he extend? Why didn't he demand a release? It's so bizarre. And I'm not trying to knock the Titans. It's just like, it's a good headache for them. It's great for the Titans. But like, you just like, I feel sorry for the player that gets left out. And at the moment, it's AJ Brimson. And at the moment, I feel sorry for AJ Brimson because he's better than that. But so's Jaden Campbell and so's Keanu Kinney. But
He's their
it's
best
just like,
fullback at the moment.
but like like it's just,
Yeah,
it's
like-
an insane, it's insanely weird. Like you're
And
Campbell at
Hame
six.
Sele's out as well.
Yeah, Dragons are missing a couple.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
I'll
they're
still
favourites.
tip Dragons just
I'd
to
be.
stay safe.
I'm
And
going
Dragons
Dragons.
are playing for a lot more at this point.
I'm
as
going
well.
Dragons, but if you're on TBC Live or if you're on an actual betting app, Titans as underdogs, bit of value there.
Yeah, but Dragons are playing for a lot more as well. I think.
Yeah. Well, they're playing for
Playing
top
for a
eight.
final spot.
What's your prediction in this one?
I'll say let's do it. Actually, some guy to be heard on TV near the commentary box, like
I'll
very
go.
aggressive.
It's at Win Stadium, so I'm going to go with the older reliable Winston Neville to be seen on TV.
Yeah, you're going to be working, eh?
I am working, so we'll see if I can sneak my way on
When is
TV.
this game? It's 2 p.m. Is it?
Yeah. It's a double header, so NRL on before.
I might
Get down there.
I might go.
Get down there. Do a hot dog review for me. I haven't done a Win Stadium hot dog review. Sharks Knights is the final NRL game of the round. That is at Shark Park. What do you
Sharks
see
were
happening there?
outstanding last week, and I take back everything I said about them the week before that. They're frauds, because they weren't frauds. They were very good in that game, defensively and in attack, to the point where you got to consider them contenders. If they play like that, they're contenders.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from, like with the players they were missing.
Yeah, that's what was
outstanding.
really weird.
Yeah.
Atkinson, I very much rate him.
I
He's
do as
very
well.
good. Actually, let's look at
And
the
they were
Sharks
playing
line
an
and
awful
see.
Titans team as well, which, you know, I guess we can give them
Oh,
that as a con. But
Trindle's still out. He's in the reserves, and so's Ronaldo, and
well,
so's
they didn't send
Brandon
the need
Hamlin.
Trindle last week, did they?
No, they didn't.
But the Knights, so Hastings is in the reserve still.
Yeah, they've
Who's
got
playing halves this week?
Crossland at half.
Campbell.
Yeah,
Right, but I think Sharks win at
Yeah.
home, and I think they win pretty dominantly.
yeah. I think Sharks win as well. Even just like you look at them on paper, I think
Wait, is
Sharks are the
Ronaldo
better
playing?
side. He's in the reserves.
Do you think he'll play? Actually, would they play their players against the Knights? I don't know.
I
Well,
don't know.
I'll
I
go
don't
with the old reliable up Cronulla to be played after the game.
Good stuff. $9 hot dogs at Shark Park.
Yeah. Knights supporters, if you're travelling down, don't go get them, please.
Don't. Oi, I have a question for you. I didn't ask you this last week. Why did you pay $9 for a hot dog?
Because that was like the closest thing I
But
saw. to a
why
hot
didn't
dog
you just get
ever.
like a chip or something? Like chips or
I could have
something?
got chips. I felt like a hot dog.
You felt like a hot dog.
I did.
And so, yeah,
I don't like
interesting.
stadium chips. I must
Yeah,
say
fair.
that much.
They're
Like,
all-
as
yeah.
someone who works at a fish and chip shop, like I think
You
I
know
have,
what a good chip
well,
is.
I think I have high standards of what
Yeah.
chips should be like. They're not good. That's why I don't really like stadium chips.
Why don't
so-
you start doing chip reviews? Like you're more qualified to do a chip review than I am a hot dog review.
Yeah, well,
You've got experience in the chip industry.
but I think every chip at every stadium is like the exact same.
Oi, Accor, El Jana.
El
You're
Jana.
welcome.
Is that the really expensive place?
The chips are the same price, but they're different chips. Trust me, please. Do South
So that's
Wales
the one behind where the borough and the
where the
kennel are.
borough.
Okay.
Do you have another home game at Accor?
Yes, we played a night.
Please, next time you got to go and get the El Jana chips. I want you to report back on Orange Peelers. Tell me what
And
you
Rabbitohs
think.
fans, for that game, that is the 10-year anniversary game where we'll be wearing the jerseys, and also after the game we'll be having fans on field.
There you go.
Yeah,
But yeah,
so
I dead
access to
set.
field.
You got to do it. Please go and get the El Jana chips. Tell me what you think on Orange Peelers.
Okay.
We're now doing chip reviews. Zane is doing weekly chip reviews.
Am I just?
Orange Peelers exclusive.
I see some like weird reviews like online. Have you seen
Yeah.
the custard tart review?
No.
Like, he's going around like all bakeries in Wollongong
Yeah,
getting the custard
I read
tarts.
that.
Like,
I read
yeah.
that.
I
I'm a
could-
big
I could do
food
that with
reviewer.
chips, but
Yeah.
I mean, I work at a fish and chip
Yeah.
shop, so
Well,
I
that's
don't
why
want
you're
to. I don't
doing it, 'cause
want to
you're
go to my
qualified.
nemesis and rate their chips and
Please,
stuff.
you got to trust me, because like you've come out here and you've publicly bagged out stadium chips. You said they're all the same. Try the El Jana ones at Accor.
If you live in
and
Wollongong
report
and you
back.
want chips, go to Wanuna Beach shop.
Or
That's what I
do you reckon they
recommend.
can sponsor us?
Maybe.
Talk to your bosses. See if they'll
probably
sponsor us.
not.
Try of the week
Probably
segment. You know, you get some discount on your chips. Woonona Beach chips is that what you said?
Woonona Beach shop. Yeah.
Woonona Beach
there.
shop. I've
Right-
never been there.
Yeah, right across from Woonona train station.
They do like fresh chips, don't they?
Yes, fresh chips.
See, I'm
fresh
not a big
fish.
fan of that.
We're starting Vietnamese rolls. There's burgers. There's
There you go.
all the dim sims.
Is it good?
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, it's great. A little bit expensive, but I think it's great.
There you go.
Really.
He's honest. He's honest. What's your bold prediction? You said
I
Uphill
said
Cronulla to
Uphill
be
Cronulla to be
played.
played.
And my bold prediction is going to be Braden Trindle to play.
Okay, that's okay. I think
You
that's
rate
a bit riskier than even the Tigers one.
Yeah. Let's go to the NRLW tips to round off this insanely good podcast. We got Broncos. NRLW on the weekend. There were some upsets.
Mate,
Have you seen
Titans, man.
You went
like,
1 from 5.
I did.
So Roosters beat Tigers. The Sharks
that's the one I got
beat
right,
the
wasn't it?
Raiders. Yeah. So you got Roosters right, and then you tipped Raiders, but Sharks was sort of expected there in first. The Eagles beat the Cowboys. The Broncos destroyed the Titans.
Terrible
and the
week.
Dragons beat the Knights.
I must say, like, after such a positive weekend for the Titans the week before, they lost 88-4 this week. Like, what a downfall.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. But I
Yeah.
mean, we'll get to that game in a sec, but I thought the Titans were good in the NRLW.
They are. That's
What
why it was a
happened
huge
here? Like,
upset. It was a huge
upset.
upset.
It was 44-4
Yeah.
against the Broncos, who I don't think had won a game yet.
They hadn't.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's go Broncos Raiders this week. Broncos in
think-
6th, Raiders in
I'll go
7th.
Broncos to back it up, I think.
Yep. That's fair. I'm going Raiders.
You are.
I like the Raiders this year. Cowboys, Titans, Cowboys in 9th, Titans in
So
5th.
Cowboys are last, are they?
Yeah.
Where's their 9 teams?
Or is it 10? No, there'd be 10.
Who's last? Is it?
Oh, no, there must only be. No, I swear there was. Oh, Tigers.
Okay.
They're at last in both
Oh,
comps.
jeez.
bro.
I think I'll go
Cowboys, Titans.
Titans to bounce back, I think.
Yeah. Me too. I'm going Titans as well. Then we've got Dragons in 8th versus Roosters in 2nd.
This is in Wynn Stadium.
Yep.
I'll go Roosters.
I'm going to go Dragons for the upset.
Okay.
Roosters are the favourites in
They
that
did
one.
beat the Knights last week. which I
Yeah,
guess
that
is
was a huge upset. Sharks are in 1st. They take Knights
Ooh, what a
4th.
game.
Knights were in
What
1st.
a game. I'm going to go Knights to bounce back.
Yeah, I'm going-
that'll be probably game of the round.
Yeah,
So far, probably
that'll
grand
be
final
close to
preview.
game of the year. Yeah, I'm going Knights to bounce back as well, and then Tigers and Eels. Tigers in 10th.
Oh,
Eels
let's give
in
the Tigers
3rd.
a win. They got to win at some point. Brett Kamali, the poor guy.
I'm going Eels. I think Tigers. They're not very good at rugby league. Send them to Perth. Respectfully, send them to Perth. It's not a good time to be a Tigers fan in their 20th year as well, their anniversary year. Make sure you like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. This episode was a bit messy, but that's what you get. It's Orange Peelers.
Go marching. When the Saints go march, when the Saints go march, when the Saints go marching.